morning. Happy Monday. We are doing the daily collective read for Monday, January 30th, 2023. What do we have coming forward in the cards today? Can I please get 5 cards to start our 5-card spread? First card we are seeing here is Page of Swords in its reversal. So, starting today with a little bit of trepidation, you may be feeling a bit of uncertainty or dis-ease as it relates to moving into new plans, new projects, new activities. There may be a feeling right now or an inability to really kind of build that courage within yourself to move forward in the way that you are hoping for right now. Continuing to get clarity on these cards. The next thing we are seeing today for the 5-card spread is the 9 of Swords in its reversal. So one of the reasons you may be feeling this kind of inability or this uncertainty around how to move forward is you are still trying to work through some issue that has put a lot of weight or anxiety on your back. We do see here that this is still very top of mind for you, and you're working very hard on how to move through this feeling, to really kind of get over some hurt or trauma that you've experienced. And as a result, it is kind of taking you a little bit of your confidence as you start today. But we do like the fact that this 9 of Swords is in its reversal, because what this really indicates is the desire to heal, is the desire to find a moving towards the places that aren't causing so much pain. Continuing to get clarity on these points right now. The next, we got 2 more cards coming up for the center spread. And this is some of the conflict that you may be experiencing right now. So for many of you, you may be having a moment right now where there was some ideal circumstance or outcome or some ideal plan that you were hoping for in the future, and that is not necessarily coming around in the way that you had hoped or intended. And this is causing a lot of mental conflict for you, because it's, again, this inability to see that path forward, or the disappointment of this experience of what you were hoping to happen and not occurring, that is causing a lot of this mental conflict for you today. Continuing to get clarity on these points. The next thing we are seeing here is 2 more cards coming up in the 5-card spread, and this is the Wheel of Fortune with the 5 of Swords in its reversal. So for many of you right now, what we are seeing is there is this idea, this desire not to go back to the places that have caused you pain. There may have been some conflicts that are still kind of top of mind for you, but you're not necessarily trying to re-engage with them, and you're really trusting fate to guide you into the directions that you are hoping to move into as you find yourself at this point. The final card for today's 5-card spread is we've got 2 more cards coming up here, and we see that rest is key today, that there's something very important about giving yourself the time and the space that you require to rest, understanding that there is something very valuable about taking this time for yourself that is going to be moving you into a place of greater confidence and ability as you continue to move forward from this point. Okay, continuing to get clarity on these cards, clarifying right now between this energy of a Page of Swords. So not necessarily feeling overly eager as you move forward from this point, but also because you accept and acknowledge that you're dealing with some traumas that are still being experienced and still being worked through around some situation or circumstance that hurt you, but may have been reaching a conclusion point, as indicated by the card of the day, the 10 of Swords, or the card that we received yesterday, the 10 of Swords. May I please get 1 card to clarify? We're using this opportunity, even in this moment right now, where you may not necessarily be feeling that confidence or that surge of energy that you need to move forward today, but really kind of concentrating on your healing and trying to heal these wounds. We do see here new passion, new communication, new opportunities coming through. So all of this is really filtering down, though, from a point of feeling that kind of lack to that allowing your inspiration to guide you in this moment. And we like seeing this kind of transformation occurring between these cards. Continuing to get clarity between these points right now, clarifying between the 9 of Swords and its reversal. So this desire to find a way forward through something that has been causing you pain, while also very much thinking and acknowledging about these desired outcomes that are not reaching the conclusion that you had hoped, and feeling some conflict as it relates to these points, feeling some of that anxiety. May I please get 1 card to clarify? We've got 2 cards coming out right now. there's a transformation that's occurring right now. This is very important to keep in mind. The reason you're feeling this conflict is because you are in the middle of a transformation process. I always point out when we see these transformation processes, they're not easy. They require a lot of work. They require a lot of heavy lifting for us. And as you're going through this transformation, it can feel very hard because it can make it very hard to see what that path forward is truly going to look like. Giving yourself the time and the space right now to heal and allow this transformation to happen is something that's going to be very valuable. And recognizing that it's, once the transformation cycle is complete, it will be easier to really forge this path forward. But you are kind of in the thick of it today, and we're seeing this very heavily right now. Continuing to get clarity between these points, getting clarity between the Four of Wands in its reversal and the Five of Wands. So these desired outcomes not necessarily reaching the conclusion that you had hoped and having a lot of mental conflict around it, but also kind of taking this moment to surrender, not necessarily wanting to continue to fight for those things that are not necessarily working, allowing yourself to really kind of move into the direction that fate is guiding you into. Can I please get one card to clarify? We have here a King of Pentacles in its reverse. So this is going to feel a little bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy, bearing in mind that that is not based on gender, but what you feel most aligned to. For feminine right now, this could be a concentration on a manifestation of masculine that you just do not feel is in a point of stability. They're not creating that stable, strong environment for you, and this is causing some of that conflict that you're experiencing. For masculine today, this is going to feel very much aligned to you, that there is something about your own emotionality and your own feeling, that you do feel this instability in your own life, particularly as it relates to your occupation, to your work, to whatever kind of builds this stability for you. And it is this that you're kind of trying to work through and manage. Continuing to get clarity right now between the Five of Swords in its reversal with the Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Swords with the World. Very similar cards. So really both cards saying that there's some rest that is felt that is needed in order to be able to move forward from this point in the most positive, functional way possible. Can I please get one card to clarify? Whoop! We've got two cards coming through, and here's the feminine coming through this week today. So this is really going to feel like for feminine, this is a moment where you're just also not feeling in your power as it relates to the circumstances and situations that you find yourself in, which would make clarity as to why you may be feeling that need to rest. And more than anything, this is becoming a frustration point because of a lack of communication or feeling an inability to communicate the things that you are hoping to communicate. For masculine right now, this could be a lot of this anxiety around a feminine who you feel is not being communicative. And it is this lack of communication that is driving you to feel somewhat unstable and also require rest as you try to move forward from this point. Continuing to get clarity right now between the Ace of Wands, so the new opportunities, the new inspiration, the new creativity coming into your life, and using this as a point of transformation, even if it's making it a little hard to see what that path forward looks like at the moment. Can I please get one card to clarify? We see here that through this transformation process, as difficult as it is, we do see a victory coming. We do see a success moment. That even as you go through this, as difficult as it is, point. So today is going to feel a little bit hairy, but knowing that if you're able to get through it, there's going to be some success or some recognition at the end of it. Continuing to get clarity between these points right now. So the Two of Wands in its reversal. So this difficulty in being able to see forward as you go through this transformation process. Particularly for a masculine, this is going to feel very deep, and it's going to make you feel kind of unstable as it relates to your world and your material surroundings right now, or your ability to kind of build that materialism around yourself. For feminine right now, this is a transformation process, and there may be some inability to see how to move forward around a manifestation of masculine who you feel is not creating this stability for you right now. May I please get one card to clarify? We have the moon card. So more than anything, there is a need or desire right now for secrets to be revealed, that there's some things that are hidden around this process, around this transformation. For feminine, this could be feeling like there are some unknowns around this masculine energy that is feeling somewhat unstable. For masculine, this could be feeling unstable because of a lack of knowledge or a lack of transparency or clarity as to what's going on in the middle of this transformation. And this is what is also kind of moving into a place of truth, is what we're really seeing here. Continuing to get clarity between these points right now, getting clarity between this King of Pentacles. So a moment of feeling instability for the masculine as it relates to the material world. For feminine, a concentration particularly around a masculine that is not necessarily feeling stable. And clarity between a feminine that is not feeling particularly communicative, or not receiving or communicating in the way that fashion that they desire. So both masculine and feminine right now having a focus on an energy that they don't feel is in its it's in somewhat of its deficit, and no communication occurring between these 2 points, I should add. Can I please get one card to clarify? We have the Hierophant. So for both of these energies, what we see is returning to convention, kind of running back to the things that feel comfortable, to the things that feel safe, to the areas in life that you can kind of have the predictive understanding of what is requested, what is required, anything that creates structure. And it's this a desire for structure that both sides are seeking right now. And that is what both are moving towards today. Continuing to get clarity between these cards, getting clarity right now between the Six of Wands. So this feeling of success, this feeling of being seen, of getting recognition in certain areas. And those areas are the ones that are offering you the clarity that you see. And being able to receive this clarity is feeling in a way like the point of triumph. It is the success point. And that is where and that is what we're moving towards ideally right now. Can I please get one card to clarify? There it is. We like this, King of Cups. So even in this moment, what we're seeing for masculine energy is there is something here about getting into deeper alignment. While there may be some anxiety around the materialism, around the masculine that's making them feel unstable, potentially around their home, their work, their business, anything that is something tangible they can hold. There is something about the secrets and the understanding that's coming in this point that is getting them in better alignment with their feminine energy, giving them that moment to really occupy the emotional space that they're experiencing and being able to articulate it better. Now, for feminine energy, this could be a new manifestation of masculine. So as one manifestation of masculine is coming through as being unstable or ungrounded, there is a drawing of attention towards a masculine that is giving you kind of the appreciation that you require or need, and is also being very clear and communicative, and there aren't any lies, and it's a lot of more truth around this particular manifestation of masculine. So this is going to feel very transformative from a personal level today for masculine energy, whereas for feminine energy, this could be turning one's attention to manifestations of masculine that are better aligned. Continuing to get clarity between these points right now, clarifying between this moon and its reversal. So moving towards accepting certain realities and truths, and allowing this to be a point where you're kind of returning to more conventional approaches or conventional thinking or conventional paths ahead. Can I please get one card to clarify? Whoa, bear with me a minute. Can I please get that card? Hold on a minute. We've got 2 cards coming up. And for this is really a moment where, again, there is a cycle completing. There is a shedding. There is a decision being made around certain partnerships or energies that you're turning away from right now, simply because there's too much outside energy influencing it, or there's too many unknowns as it relates to the energy surrounding it. So this is a moment where, again, you're allowing the clarity that you are getting around yourself, and you're allowing more conventional approaches to potentially lead you to a place of cutting energetic connections with energies that just feel like there's too much other stuff or other energies around them, and just not allowing for this partnership to continue in some capacity. Continuing to get clarity between these 2 points. So the 2 points we're seeing right now is clarity between a King of Cups. So for masculine energy, moving into a place of a deeper heart center or a deeper alignment with your own self. and you know, potentially in the midst of a partnership that is coming apart because of too much outside energy. For feminine, this could be a realignment to a new masculine energy that is coming towards you right now that you feel is in better alignment with themselves, and potentially cutting off other partnerships due to the fact that there's too much outside energy, or these are not necessarily aligned to your highest good. Can I please get one card to clarify? We've got Temperance here, which says really, today's going to come across as feeling a little slow. It's going to feel like you're pacing yourself, but there's something really protected about this slowness. This is a card about letting patience take the wheel, understanding that there's something about time that is very important in the cycle, and allowing the cycle to come to a conclusion in the time and the space that it needs, knowing that all things will be revealed with time. Bottom of the deck on this reading right now, so something to keep in mind as we go forward from here. We have the Three of Pentacles in its reversal. So what we're really seeing here is this is a moment where for many you are feeling that there are some things that are kind of being dismantled around you right now. This can feel a little bit rocky. This can feel like some of the underpinnings of things are being shifted or removed. However, this is being done for your highest purpose, knowing that whatever needs to be corrected here is something that did not have a strong foundation to begin with. And it is in the desire of creating a new, stronger foundation as you go forward that we see a lot of this work occurring. Well, that is the daily collective read for today. Just a reminder, if you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so on my website, graystrega.com. Please keep in mind, if you book, it's a two-step process. You have to book the reading, you have to pay for the reading. Please make sure to hit both those buttons if you schedule a reading. I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and we will do this again tomorrow.